If you're coming to Bangkok and you're looking for the best area to stay in on a budget while still being close to the city center, this place is for you. Let's face it, Bangkok is no longer known as a cheap destination for travelers, but it can still be affordable if you know where to look. In this video, I'll show you my favorite area in Bangkok called An Nut that has still remained affordable over the last couple of years. We'll cover everything that makes this area my favorite, such as accommodation options, cheap and tasty food, and fun things to do around here. But before we get into that, I have to show you An Nut on a map so you can really understand why this place is so convenient. So around here you can see the green line, and right here you have Asok, alright? So this is essentially what would be considered to be like the heart of the city. A little bit further down here you can find Tonglo and Ekemai, and this is where you can find like the trendiest bars and nightclubs in the city. And 2 stations down from Ekemai and Tonglo, this is where you'll find An Nut. Because of the crazy amount of traffic here in Bangkok, the best areas to stay in are those located right next to, well, a BTS station or a metro station, because that will give you easy access to travel within the downtown area of Bangkok. And the best part, getting from An Nut to Asok takes just 11 minutes and costs only $2. So Bangkok city center is always right at your fingertips. Right next to the An Nut BTS station, you got one of the most convenient places to shop in Bangkok, Lotus Sukhumvit 50. It's a hypermarket with just about everything you'll need if you're staying in Bangkok for more than a few days, and all at local prices. I've come here to pick up groceries, sort out the rants, grab a quick bite. I even went to the dentist once. It's that kind of place. Everything under one roof. In the city center, you're usually stuck with boutique shops, overpriced mini-marts, or yet another 7-Eleven. But here, it's spacious, affordable, and literally steps from the SkyTrain. And to top it off, there's a great food court inside with tons of Thai dishes at street food prices. I've actually been having lunch here almost every day, so let me show you what it's like. Before ordering our foods, we stopped by here at the Lotus supermarket to pick out some fresh fruits, alright? And the best way to describe this place in particular is probably to compare it to Walmart in the US, because here you can find pretty much everything under the sun.
Sawadee Cup, number 4. This is my to-go. I've probably eaten this meal 300 times.
All the foods I have in front of me right now, which is, first of all, the rice, the coffee, boom, the water, the dragon fruit, and the chicken came out to 246 baht, which equates to, well, the number I'll put on screen right now.
To be able to eat at this food court, you need a Lotus food court cash card, and you can fill in any desired amount just by the check-in over there, and then you're ready to rock and roll.
Just a heads up, if those Western cravings ever kick in, you got the usual suspects here too. McDonald's, KFC, and Pizza Hut. After all that food, it was time to balance things out with a solid workout. As we're making our way to the gym, we walked past all of these street food stalls, and I mean, if we're talking about budget, that is also one great way to stay on it. On the other side of the street, you also have a Century Movie Plaza, which is another great mall, right? Which offers, I mean, everything a mall usually offers, right? So restaurants, I mean, you even have like beauty clinics. In fact, I went for a haircut this morning, so definitely worth checking out as well. I only touched on it briefly, but this mall should not be underestimated. It has several floors of shopping, a top supermarket, and true to its name, a movie theater. It really does have just about everything. We have officially made it to the gym. Welcome to Muscle Factory Bangkok. Perhaps the best gym here in Bangkok and in the world, if you ask me, alright. So I only have one thing to say. Let's get this session rolling. Muscle Factory is actually what first brought me to An Nut. I used to travel all the way from the city center just to train here, and over time I really started to enjoy the whole neighborhood. The gym itself is very much geared toward bodybuilding, so if you're after something more commercial or general fitness focused, Jets is a solid alternative. They have multiple locations around Bangkok, not used in An Nut. Anytime Fitness is another great option. Both are budget friendly and offer flexible access, whether you're after a day pass or a full membership. it. But if traditional gyms aren't really your thing and you still want to stay active, there are other choices nearby. Right next to Muscle Factory, there's a tennis facility. I've been trying it out lately for a bit of variety. There's also paddle available in Al Nut, which is worth checking out. I don't have any footage of me playing yet, but the point is, there are plenty of ways to stay active around here, even if the gym isn't your scene. When it comes to casual activities, Al Nut actually has a lot of what you would find in the city center. Bars, laid-back hangouts, massage and spa spots, even co-working spaces. And again, if you feel like you're running out of things to do, downtown Bangkok is just a short BTS ride away.
Now on to the fun part of the video, because we're going to talk about accommodation options, alright? So 250 meters from Lotus, you'll find my current condo, alright? Welcome to Chambers Al Nut. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to show you guys the actual room I'm currently staying in because my host didn't want me to include it in this video, alright? But I will be able to show you guys the common areas, and if you really want to see like how a room in this building looks like, well, you can simply Google Chambers Al Nut station and you will find it. If you're too lazy to Google it, I totally get it. It's a 26 square meter, 1-bedroom apartment, so nothing crazy, but works very well for me. If you want to rent something short-term, I guess anywhere between 3 to 6 months, one of the most popular ways of doing so is through Facebook groups. If you search for Bangkok lease takeover, you'll find plenty of groups, alright? So just join them, and then in those groups, people will post about their listings, alright? And you can also post exactly what you're looking for. On screen right now are some of the most popular condo buildings in Al Nut that you might want to check out if you consider staying here longer term. So you can pause the video right now if needed. Airbnb does exist here in Bangkok, but it operates in a little bit of a, I guess, legal gray area, alright? I mean, technically you can rent something, but if you rent something for less than 30 days, the host, I think, has to have like a hotel license or something in those lines, alright? It's a bit complicated, but long story short, if you want to avoid any potential headache, just stay in a hotel. But if you want to proceed with Airbnbs, well, be cautious and do your research. I had to ask my bro ChatGPT here for the pricing of hotels if you're going to stay in Al Nut during the high season compared to Asok, for an example here. So in the Al Nut area during the high season, you're looking at around $52 per night for a 4-star hotel. And in Asok, it'll cost you roughly $121. So even if you're going for a hotel, you're definitely saving money by staying in this area.
On screen right now, you'll see some of the most popular hotels in the area. Just to be clear, I'm not sponsored or paid by any of these hotels, Booking.com, or the condo buildings I mentioned earlier. I'm simply sharing some of the highest rated options based on reviews. That said, I always recommend doing your own research to find what works best for you.
I just want to close this video off by saying that there's a bunch of great budget options for areas to stay in here in Bangkok. Al Nut just happens to be my favorite, alright, but as long as you stay close to a metro station or a SkyTrain station a bit further away from the tourist hotspots, you'll be fine. So if you found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like, alright, and with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace!